Howdy.
How you doing, Coach?
Here's Coach. We got some stragglers. We got to let them get here.
They don't have the tempo.
That's right.
Any stragglers out there? How's it going the last couple of days?
It's gone good. We've had 2 good practices. I mean, I will say right now the guys are doing what we've asked about being consistent in the way we practice and the way we approach practice each and every day. So it's that has been good.
Have you played a team in your head coaching career that Illinois kind of reminds you of, someone that we may have a better recall on? In terms of style, personnel.
That's hard to answer. I mean, I don't know who they would resemble. I mean, here's what I'll tell you: they've scored 96 points in 2 games, and they've allowed 3 points. Whoever that resembles, I don't know, but that's pretty dang good.
You guys have in recent years, I think you guys have lost 5 games against non-conference opponents from power conferences. What do you kind of feel has been the issue in, kind of trying to win that big game against a non-conference opponent?
Well, every single game, it's something, that you got to look at. I mean, the first one of the season, it was 3 turnovers. I mean, that's simple. I mean, the game doesn't change. You take care of the ball, you create takeaways, you create some, game-changing plays on special teams. And if we do those 3 things, we got a chance to win. And in those games that we haven't been successful, we haven't done those things.
Along those lines, Larry, it's been a while since you guys have put together a complete game against a pretty decent level team going back to Duke last year. How important is it to kind of...
It's very important. In fact, that's one of the things I talked to them today about a complete game out of all 3 phases. That it's going to take all 3 phases. We're not going to get it done with 1 or 2. We're going to need all 3 on Saturday to make it happen.
You talked about the conventional ground game from the other night, and you said a couple linemen didn't play as well as some others. What have you guys done this week to kind of fix that and get that thing moving in the right direction again?
We have tried to inspire them nicely.
Do you think that it's worked? Do you think that
I don't know.
they're
We'll
getting
see
it?
Saturday. We'll see Saturday. We're not really giving them much of a choice whether they're getting it or not, so we'll see. We're doing it nicely, though.
Coach, only 2 sacks so far from our defense the first 2 games. Just talking about what you'd like to see from them.
Yeah, we that's one of the things we talked about after the game, that we've got to transition better from controlling the line of scrimmage to a pass rush. But when we get into those situations where we know it's pass rush, we've got to create more pressure on the quarterback.
Does Illinois' high scoring output in the first 2 games affect how the defense will go after trying to create turnovers?
No. I mean, they understand that it's important to get them. If we don't get them, it's gonna be a tough day. So, I mean, we know we have to win that turnover battle. So offensively, we got to take care of it. Defensively, we got to create something.
Noon starts have been a little bit of a problem. You guys getting going sometimes here over the last couple. Changing up anything you do this week with the noon start?
No, not changing. It's just a new team. This is a 2015 team, and it's a different team, different chemistry, different leaders, everything. So we'll see what happens at noon.
This Illinois quarterback is a big guy. He's tough to bring down. Obviously, Marquise is off limits, but how does it help to have a guy who can show you that size in practice for these defensive players?
Yeah, very seldom does anybody ever get to touch the quarterback anyway, so that makes it tough, So we don't actually practice, hitting a quarterback, a big one or a little one. So that makes it that's always tough on the defense. It really is, because then you expect them to do it on Saturday.